Welcome back, you guys. We got a lot of mass layoffs going around all over the country, from tech layoffs to federal employees to the airlines, all type of things. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Five expecting layoffs, and it looks like it's coming true. Worried it might affect you? Here are some signs to look out for that a layoff might be coming. Recently, we did a survey, and two-thirds of people agree. Hiring freezes and budget cuts are a sign. If the company stops bringing in top talent and starts pinching pennies on everything from software subscriptions to office snacks, your spidey senses ought to be tingling. Sign number two, leadership exits. Executives are like rats in one sense. If they start abandoning ship, they might know something that you don't. Sign number three, daily task audits. Please start documenting your daily activities in excruciating detail. Why? Probably because we're figuring out which of these roles are truly necessary. Sign number four, missed financial targets. 3 consecutive quarters of missed targets isn't a blip, it's a pattern. When executives start using phrases like challenging market conditions, it's business speak for prepare for impact. Sign number five, asset tracking suddenly matters. When IT starts updating asset tags and tracking company property with newfound enthusiasm, they may just be getting ready for the great equipment return. Be sure to join us on the next edition of Signs a Layoff is Coming, because remember, the best defense is a good offense.
Hey, they give us a lot of signs before they give you the boot, right? They start asking you questions like, what you did all week? Let me know. What was the importance that you accomplished this week? Hey, you better know what time it is. And all you got to do is turn on the TV and you can see it. You can see where we headed with this.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but no job in 2025 is stable. It's not like it was in our grandparents' age where you could just work a job for 30 or 40 years and retire nicely. Nowadays, no job is safe.
Guess who has two thumbs and just got laid off? Me. I just got laid off. Today is April 8th, 2025. I actually got laid off yesterday. I got pulled into the office by my oversight, and she essentially told me, we're dropping all of your portfolio. We're no longer working with them, and they'll have to go with a different company, and your role has been affected. So there's that. And if I'm entirely honest, I knew that this job was never like a long-term situation for me. So I'm not really bothered by the fact that I'm not going to be working there anymore. I just feel like the timing is kind of tough for me because I'm financially in a relatively shitty position. And I feel more so bad for the more senior staff that's also been affected by the restructuring of the company. In any case, seeing somebody who's, well into their senior years get laid off and be in a vulnerable position and have to figure out what they're going to do for their livelihood and their family is one of the most humbling, heartbreaking things that I could ever imagine, especially when you've given well over, 2 decades to a company and to an organization. And it's like, ultimately, the only way to leave a job is to die, quit, get fired, or get laid off. So it's like, of all those things, being laid off isn't exactly the worst. You know what I mean? It's not maybe the best because maybe it's best to quit, but being laid off is not exactly terrible. And in any case, I had already been applying for jobs just because I knew the nature of this particular situation was not optimal for me. It just wasn't. So now I am reevaluating life because I really don't like the standard 9 to 5 culture. I don't like going into an office Monday through Friday. I don't like being in a setting and I'm not able to be mobile and I have to just be so constricted and tied down to these specific things. I'm not a fan of that. I do like the idea of working with a team that's collaborative, that I'm able to kind of bounce ideas off of and learn from and, contribute my ideas and my creativity and my strategy to things. It sounds like I'm trying to interview, but I'm not. I'm just being honest. Like, this is the type of space I like to be in. I do enjoy those things, but it's like, I don't feel like we need to be in a traditional office setting to do that. I think that there's a lot of benefit to having a remote aspect to what you do and a freedom to what you do. And for me, as a Black American woman, African American woman, I should say, as an African, I should say, clock that. I just feel that being in corporate America is a little bit difficult for me, especially when you have to get into the politics, because there's all these weird ways in which, who your identity is and who you show up as and the things that you say, like you're inherently, as a Black person, a Black woman in the office, your mere existence is inherently political. Like, there's no way to get around that. So you're either in an environment where you're able to assimilate and do what you need to do to make the people around you feel comfortable, or you are sacrificing like elements of, you know, who you are and your culture and your identity and your informed experience in effort to help someone else. And while
Yes, honey. One door closed, another one to open for you. But we definitely got to watch these layoffs. It's getting heavy. I'm wondering when it's going to end, what it's going to stop at, what's the number going to be. Oh, when it's going to stop.
So I think I'm being laid off from my job today. If you couldn't tell by my appearance, I have been crying all morning. I haven't even had my meeting yet, but I got a calendar meeting today from someone I've never spoken to at the company, and a bunch of other people did too. So I am recording this because I feel like a lot of people can probably find comfort in knowing they're not alone. So we will see. Maybe it'll be something positive. Maybe I'm not getting laid off, but I am shaking.
That does impact your position. Today is going to be your last day. Um,
I've loved my time here and I'm very thankful for it. So I appreciate it. I did not think that that would be my last day. My laptop's not even working anymore for me to like save things. Like,
Don't judge me, okay? I'm wrapped up in this blankie.
so I
Oh, I feel for her. Like, oh my God. And then if it's a job that you really like and this happened to you, that's devastating. I don't, maybe it don't matter to people who really don't like the job unless they just really care about the money. But if you really enjoy the job, you didn't have a problem with it, and this happens to you, that's very devastating. My heart goes out to everybody that's going through this because it's just traumatizing. It really is. And in this day and age, you don't know what to expect. That's why you can't give a company all of you. Don't give them 100% of you. Take your vacations, take your sick time, put yourself first, your family first. That's what you got to do because when they let you go, it's quicker than all the hours and the work you put in and all the years that you put in. So stop putting your job before everything else. And that's like, okay, I go here, I do this work, but my real life is outside of here. That's my real life. Cause I hate when I see somebody been somewhere 10 years, 20 years, hell, even 5 years, and then they just let go like it's nothing. Cause people be giving they all at work, going over beyond to the core. Take your vacations when it's time to take vacation. If you sick, call in if you can. Take care of yourself. Cause when it's all said and done, who gonna take care of you like you? Who gonna love you like you? So make sure that you put yourself first. Cause they'll let you go so fast. Faster than what they hired you as. So put 100% into your family. Y'all gotta put 100% into your family, 100% into yourself. Just like when you get paid, you're supposed to pay yourself too. You don't just pay a job. You don't just pay bills. I mean, you pay yourself also.